Hey, what's going on? Edwin Liddy coming to you with another video. I've been putting out these videos talking about a builder running these incentives, and that was a great time to buy a house. And this is just a follow up. So over the last couple of days, I've shown a lot of homes to several different clients, and they've taken advantage of the opportunity. I had someone I know ask me, "Is this a fraud? Is it a scheme? It just sounds too good to be true." I just got off the phone call with some clients that were at the builder on a Sunday afternoon doing their application. Look, and I'm talking to people in the market, right? And the reason I'm so adamant about this, or passionate or whatever, is because what tends to happen is you talk to individuals who are in a position to buy a home, but they procrastinate for whatever the reason is, hoping and thinking that later on they will be in the same exact situation to do this later. And that's the mindset, and that's the hope and the goal. If you can't do it now, you do it later. But reality is, looking at the numbers, historically, looking at the numbers, these same homes that are on sale right now are heavily discounted with these incentives to get you in. They're selling for 300, 320, 335, some for 280. At one point, I was advertising these homes for 225,000, for 215,000. This was a few years back. If you go back in the archives, you can probably find these videos. And at one point before that, it was at 175,000. So the ones at 175 that procrastinated, they got in at 250, some of them. And then those who procrastinated, they got in at 300. The price is going to continue to go up. That's my point. I actually heard a sales rep say that because this builder is publicly traded, they have no other choice but to hit their goal, even if they don't hit margin. So in other words, they're going to throw everything at you just to get you in the house, because they have a certain amount of homes that they have to sell within a certain amount of time. This is their fiscal year. This is their fourth quarter. They have to get this stuff done. Now, look, traditionally, there's no way you get into a house with $500 out your pocket without having to pay closing costs, and with you getting all the incentives with the appliances and all of that stuff. Even if you're a disabled veteran, the earnest money alone on a house could be $3,000 to $15,000, depending on the builder. So if you live in Fort Worth and you're going to buy in Fort Worth, they have several different communities throughout Fort Worth. They have several throughout Dallas. The Fort Worth side is $500 earnest money to go on the contract. The Dallas side is $1,000. Do not miss this opportunity. It's legit, it's legitimate, it's real, and it's an opportunity. It's the opportunity that your landlord hopes you don't take advantage of. The landlord does not want you owning a home. They need you to pay your rent so that your landlord can pay off their mortgage. So you're paying somebody else's mortgage. If you're in a situation to buy, call or text me. Get in touch with me. I've had some people that are just going to apply and see what happens. And if they get approved, cool. If they don't get approved, then they're going to get their earnest money back. That's what the builder said. So look, you have nothing to lose other than losing out on buying a house because you're procrastinating, or you're thinking, oh, that deal will come back around. You're going to look up one day and be like, okay, it's time to buy a house. And then the same house that was once 178, 215, 250, 300 will most likely be high threes or 400s. And yeah, the rates are, or they're not where they used to be, but they're not where they were. All right. So rates right now are 6.5, 6.2, 6.7. These rates fluctuate anywhere between a 3.9 if you bring a down payment, or 5.7 if you don't have the down payment to bring and you just pay the earnest money. I hope this helps somebody. And maybe you're not in the market, right? But you know somebody at the job that's in the market. You're around somebody at work that's been talking about it. Refer them to me so I can help them get into a home. I'm here to help. I love real estate. It's what I do. Very passionate about it. I want to explain everything to you in detail, how everything works from A to Z. but you got to reach out. All right. And again, these homes, this deal is only good until the end of September. So you have to get a home that's ready to go, that will close by the end of September. And I can help you with that. Brand new home, full warranty, first year bumper to bumper, 2 years behind the walls, 10 years structural and foundation. $500 out your pocket for Fort Worth, $1,000 for Dallas. So I'm here to help. And you're not going to see a whole lot more of these videos. You know, I think I put out enough. And I have people calling me, texting me, trying to take advantage of it. But this is an opportunity, you know, and I'm talking to those that are in the market for a home. Not everybody's in the market for a home. So I ask that you share this with somebody who's in the market for a home. Edwin Liddy with the Liddy Real Estate Group, brokered by JP and Associate Realtors out of Grapevine, Texas. Let's get you into a house. All right. Tell your landlord. I'll catch you later. I'll see you in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.